Unplug this thing from your car's cigarette port, and you got a portable power bank that will actually charge your dead cell phone up to a 100% charge. It's got a ridiculously bright flashlight, an emergency flasher. You can use this thing to break a window, and you can cut your seatbelt with it in case you get into a jam. Grab the Rugged Reserve 6-in-1 car charger. Your link is in the description. Before I get into this video, I have people writing and commenting all the time about my consistently low view counts. And I've personally noticed on many other channels that put out some great content, how they're also routinely getting extremely low view counts in spite of the not only quality of content, but the relevancy of the information they're getting out there. Frequently, I see people commenting that they're like the 15th person to like the video, but it shows 0 views. So after I uploaded the last video, I stuck around to see what was going on. Here are the stats for the first 8 minutes of the last video entitled "Cops Murdered Hero Who Just Stopped a Mass Shooting." By the way, if you haven't seen that, you should. Because you'll almost never hear mainstream media hail the value and virtue of a good guy with a gun stopping a bad guy with a gun. This video has 49 recorded views with nearly double the comments, more than triple the likes, and 4 dislikes. And of course the video is demonetized. So taking the greater number, at least 167 people clicked to watch this video, but it only shows 49. How is it even possible to put numbers like that on the board? And if they're manipulating view counts, who's to say that they're not manipulating watch times as well? Some could write this off as a glitch, but if this is what we know and can objectively take a look at, what are they doing behind the scenes that we don't know about? No matter how you look at it, this is nothing short of a dishonest practice. Channels don't get payments by the number of likes or comments, they get paid, if they're monetized, by the number of views. And I've seen ads running on my videos even though I know it's not monetized. Many of my videos are deemed not suitable for most advertisers. That's why I depend on my Patreon and PayPal supporters to keep this channel going. I put out at least one video every single day. If you chip in $1, that's about 3 cents a video. And if you get something out of my content, maybe consider becoming a Patreon or PayPal supporter. I really appreciate you guys. If the Dog and Pony Show wasn't clear enough, we now have a lawsuit against the White House by CNN for Jim Acosta. First, on the Acosta microphone incident, you've got the so-called right saying that Acosta assaulted the female White House intern, and you've got people on the left like Jimmy Kimmel saying he didn't even touch her.
President Trump held a press conference yesterday. A lot of people saw this. He got in a heated back and forth with Jim Acosta of CNN.
So far, Jimmy's telling the truth.
And that spat cost Jim Acosta his press pass. For real, he's not allowed in the White House anymore.
So far, so good. No lies yet.
Not only did they suspend his credential, they claim Acosta accosted a female intern while she was trying to take the microphone from him.
This is true. People on the right were saying that Acosta assaulted this woman. This guy says Jim Acosta assaults a woman and no one says anything about it? Wow. Breaking. Jim Acosta assaults women. Acosta assaults women and media is silent. CNN is the enemy of the people. Guys, this is not what makes CNN the enemy of the people. Unreal watches Jim Acosta blocks and assaults this woman trying to do her job. Now you guys know what I think about Jim Acosta and the Clown News Network. But if we're gonna start calling this assault, then get ready for the axe of criminal accusation to swing the other way. This is not assault. Only a snowflake would call it that. On the other end of the bread and circuses spectrum, Hollywood henchman Jimmy Kimmel says this.
This is the alleged incident from yesterday.
May I ask one other question? Are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President, I
That's
was
enough.
going to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr.
Excuse me.
President.
That's enough.
Okay, not only didn't he accost her, he said, "Pardon me, ma'am." Well, that's where the Huckabee BS machine comes in. Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
The audience laughs at this Huckabee BS machine comment, but that's what all White House press secretaries for every administration are, a BS machine. But when you're part of the left versus right paradigm, you have to pretend that your side doesn't put out BS as you condemn the other side for doing just that. It's insane nonsense.
She tweeted a doctored video clip that they believe is from InfoWars, which is a website for the mentally unbalanced, in which...
You gotta understand, when they make those cutting comments about InfoWars, They're actually extending that out to any independent organization that questions mainstream narratives, exposes agendas, and calls politicians and Hollywood puppets out on their crap. If people don't have a valid argument, they launch ad hominems. And that's exactly what Kimmel just did.
They sped up Jim Acosta's hand movement to make it look more violent, and the part where he says, "Pardon me, ma'am," they cut the audio out. They altered this video, and we'll take a look here, and you see like it sped up his hand.
This is just ridiculous. If the movement is sped up at all, it's not by much. Huckabee's video changes nothing. But like dumb lemmings, the audience believes everything Kimmel says because they'd rather have someone else do their thinking for them. Now check out what Kimmel says here.
And the White House press secretary tweeted this video. She wrote, "President Trump believes in a free press and expects and welcomes tough questions of him and his administration. We will, however, never tolerate a reporter placing his hands on a young woman just trying to do her job as a White House intern." Now, Jim Acosta clearly never touched that White House intern. That's just a lie. And
Jim Acosta clearly never touched that White House intern. That's just a lie. And
what amazes me is not that Kimmel lied. It's that immediately after his statement, there's not one objection from the crowd. Like, what the hell do you call this if it's not touching? It's definitely not assault, but he clearly didn't touch the White House intern? That statement is a lie. It's almost like they're programming the masses not to be able to discern reality as it takes place right in front of their faces. Acosta clearly comes in contact with this woman with the side of his wrist. Now, to perpetuate the dog and pony show even further, we have a new lawsuit pending because Trump had Acosta's White House press pass revoked. And surprise, 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 Fox News is jumping on that lawsuit train. Fox News said it's supporting CNN's lawsuit to regain White House reporter Jim Acosta's press credentials and has filed an amicus brief in the case. Bloomberg cites an emailed statement from Fox News President Jay Wallace. Fox News supports CNN in its legal effort to regain its White House reporter's press credential. We intend to file an amicus brief with the U.S. District Court. While we don't condone the growing antagonistic tone by both the president and the press at recent media avails, we support a free press, access, and open exchanges for the American people. This is laughable because neither CNN nor Fox nor the Washington Post or the New York Times or any corporate media outlet can be rightly called a free press. Corporately controlled press? Yes. Free press? No. They have agendas, they have stockholders to please, they have advertisers to impress, but they are not here to dispense the truth. They're CIA-infiltrated, multimedia, MK Ultra mind control programmers who are socially engineering those who still bother to tune into and believe the garbage that's being spewed. CNN, which accused Trump of an unabashed attempt to censor the press by banning Acosta, who has gained notoriety for his aggressive questioning of the president, filed their lawsuit in a DC district court on Tuesday, saying the banning of Acosta is a violation of constitutional press freedoms and his rights to due process. How about people's rights not to be lied to? Multiple reporters and journalistic organizations have expressed solidarity with CNN, even as the White House refers to the suit as grandstanding in their promise to fight it. Several Fox News personalities spoke about Acosta's lawsuit in the midst of Tuesday's news flurry. Judge Andrew Napolitano says CNN has a, quote, very good case to mount against the White House, even though Acosta was thoroughly lambasted by Sean Hannity and Fox's panelists on The Five. Meanwhile, in response to CNN's lawsuit, the Trump administration denied CNN's legal claims that revoking the White House press pass of correspondent Jim Acosta violated his First Amendment rights to report freely on the government. The Justice Department filed a response Wednesday to CNN's lawsuit hours ahead of a hearing in federal court in Washington. So the question is, how much taxpayer money will go into investigating this BS? And with neither side willing to concede, one wonders if the legal fight between CNN and the White House will eventually end up before the rogue tyrants of the Supreme Court. Might as well throw that into the center ring of this circus tent to give a watching world one more thing to be diverted from, while the IMF-controlled IRS continues to plunder hardworking people and the Fed continues to devalue an already worthless counterfeit currency. Keep your minds tuned to the truth and your hearts set on peace. In other words, do no harm, but take no shit. I'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, I don't know how much longer my channel will be around here on YouTube. Please take a minute and sign up to my email list. It's free, painless, and you'll get some cool stuff. Also, take another minute to subscribe to my decentralized, censorship-free BitChute and Steemit channels. All these links are in the description. I want you to know this: if my channel goes down, I'll still produce content for you guys through my website and through BitChute and Steemit. So make sure you stay connected through the email subscription link in the description below. Just watch the 45-second video on my website and you'll be all set. If you want to support my work on this channel, grab a shirt, snag a flashlight, or hit me up on Patreon and PayPal. I'll see you guys in the next video. Before you go, check out one of the most in-your-face, hard-hitting, conversation-starting shirt stores on the planet. Just by wearing one of these t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, or cutoffs, and without saying a word, you can let people know that black rifles matter. You can inform the sleeping masses that fluoride is dumbing them down, that Google is a gulag-style censorship machine, that the Department of Homeland Security is merely security theater, that the NSA makes your private life their business, that the Grim Reaper supports everyone's troops, that we need to legalize freedom, that in life there are no excuses, that CNN is a communist news network, voting is the suggestion box of slaves, that 9/11 was a lie, and that all official stories should be questioned. Also, let people know we're in the middle of a full-blown sheepvolution, taxation is theft, the IRS is an immoral robbery service, cops enjoy protecting and serving the crap out of you, that the space you occupy is not a gun-free zone, and that gun-free zones are the most dangerous places on earth. Your purchase helps support more hard-hitting content on my censored channel. As of the recording of this video, I have over 90 designs. I take your requests for new designs, and I'm adding new ones every week, so check back often. The link to the store is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.